Let me end on this, brothers and sisters. And this is like a metaphor. God has created every single one of you with a hole in their heart. And sometimes we fill it with our husbands or our wives or our children. Sometimes we fill it with technology, a new car, a degree, a sense of self-worship. I want to be successful. I'm the man, I'm the powerful. But when we do that, we have another hole in our heart. And another one, and another one. But brothers and sisters, the moment you fill that hole with the love of God, with the love of Allah, you won't have any holes left. And you might be poor. You might have no dignity according to other people's perceptions. You might not look right. You might not speak right. If you unwrap yourself with all of this linguistic wrapping, I'm Pakistani, I'm Jewish, I'm Caucasian, I'm a businessman, I'm a teacher, all of this linguistic wrapping, when you unwrap yourself, you'll find the love of God. You won't find nothing. And you have true peace in your life. So fill that hole with God's love. It's like the boat in the ocean. You know, the boat floats nicely and doesn't sink on the ocean as long as the ocean or the water is not in the boat. The boat is our hearts. The ocean is the ephemeral world. The more of the water, the ocean is in our hearts, it will sink. It doesn't mean you can't be successful. Of course, be successful. But just align your heart in the right way. And brothers and sisters and friends, I beg you, just read the Quran. It is the spiritual medicine. Because the Quran aims to break the ego. Because the ego is the barrier to divine love. It's as simple as that, people. It's as simple as that. That's why sometimes, even if you're non-Muslim and you read the Quran, like I was non-Muslim about 10 years ago when I read the Quran, I was like, oh my God, who is this person? I don't want to worship this person. I don't want to love this person. He wants me to do things just for him, but I want to do things for me. By God, someone told me before I was Muslim, in my living room, we don't do things for other people or ourselves or our ego. We do things for God. I felt sick in the toilet. I nearly felt sick. And that was my arrogance. The Quran was giving me the medicine. It was shaping me, because the Quran does this. It makes you wake up to reality and says, you think you're someone. You think you're self-sufficient. But you were nutfatin min maniyin. You were a drop of fluid from a drop of semen. If you have this on your hand, you'd be like, ugh. This should be in your photo album. That blob. Honestly, to break your ego. To break your ego. The Quran talks about birth and the cycle of life. You're a baby. You couldn't even keep your neck up. You couldn't even wipe your own backside. You couldn't even feed yourself, and you think you could take over the whole world? Arrogance. Arrogance. And the Quran also says, Kullu nafsin dha'iqatul maut. Every soul is going to taste death. You're going to become one buffet. You're going to meet your master. Be ready. It's so simple, brothers and sisters and friends. When you love the world, you lose real love. When you love Allah, you gain absolute love. God wants to liberate your minds. He wants to free you from this slavery and liberate your hearts.